November's cosmic energy is about to unleash a tidal wave of opportunity for you, Capricorn. The stars have aligned in ways we haven't seen in decades, creating a perfect storm of prosperity, connection, and breakthrough specifically designed for your zodiac sign. This isn't just another monthly prediction. This is a cosmic intervention that will transform your ambitious nature into unstoppable momentum. The universe doesn't play favorites often, but when it does, it's unmistakable. Right now, every celestial body from Saturn to Venus is positioning itself to shower you with advantages that other signs can only dream about. While everyone else navigates typical November challenges, you'll be experiencing what can only be described as cosmic preferential treatment. I've been studying astrological patterns for years at Secret of the Zodiac, and I rarely witness alignments this powerful for a single sign. The planetary positions forming throughout November create a unique energetic signature that resonates perfectly with your Capricorn essence. It's as though the cosmos itself recognizes your patience, your discipline, your unwavering commitment, and has decided that now is the time for your grand reward. Many Capricorns have been feeling stuck lately, haven't they? That sensation of pushing against invisible barriers, of working twice as hard for half the recognition, the frustration of watching others leap forward while your careful, methodical approach seems to yield diminishing returns, that crushing weight of responsibility without the corresponding rewards. If you felt any of this, I need you to understand something crucial. It wasn't you. It was the stars working through a necessary alignment process. Saturn, your ruling planet, has been in retrograde, creating what astrologers call a cosmic pressure test, examining the foundations of everything you've built to ensure it can withstand the explosive growth that's coming. Think of it as the universe's quality control process. Every delay, every setback, every moment of frustration has been purposeful, strengthening you, preparing you for what's about to unfold. The Capricorn spirit embodies the mountain goat, steadily climbing upward despite harsh conditions, navigating treacherous terrain with sure-footed determination. This November, you'll suddenly discover that you've been climbing in the dark, and as the cosmic light switches on, you'll see just how close you've come to the summit. All those careful steps in the darkness were taking you exactly where you needed to go. I want you to pause for a moment and feel the energy shift that's already beginning. There's a lightness approaching, a sense of barriers dissolving. That heaviness you've been carrying is about to lift. The universe operates in cycles, and your winter has served its purpose. Now your spring arrives, even as the physical world moves toward winter. Before we dive into the specific cosmic events creating this transformation, take a moment to subscribe to Secret of the Zodiac. This channel serves as your cosmic navigation system, helping you align your actions with the energy of the stars. Give this video a like so we can reach more Capricorns who need to hear this urgent message about the opportunities headed their way. The cosmic doorways opening this November won't remain open indefinitely. You need to be prepared to recognize and walk through them. What makes this forecast so extraordinary isn't just one planetary alignment or cosmic event. It's the rare convergence of multiple powerful forces, all focusing their energy on different aspects of your life simultaneously. It's as though the universe has decided to address every area where you've been working, struggling, and building all at once. Have you been feeling that subtle shift in energy already? That whisper of change in the air? Those unexpected moments of synchronicity or strange coincidences appearing in your life? These are the early indicators of the cosmic tide turning in your favor. The question now becomes, are you ready to ride this wave to heights you've only imagined? Let's explore exactly how these energies will manifest in your life, beginning with the most immediate and powerful shift. The end of Saturn's retrograde, and what this planetary liberation means for your ambitious Capricorn spirit. The first reason, Saturn, your ruling planet, finally ends its retrograde, unlocking blocked opportunities and accelerating career growth. Saturn's retrograde has been the cosmic handbrake on your progress for months now. This powerful planet governs your sign with an iron discipline that normally serves you well. But during retrograde periods, this energy turns inward, forcing reflection instead of advancement. On November 7th, Saturn stations direct, creating an immediate shift in your professional landscape. Imagine a dam that suddenly opens. The energy that's been building behind it rushes forward with unstoppable momentum. This planetary shift doesn't just nudge your career forward, it catapults it. Projects that have been mysteriously stalled will suddenly find their path cleared of obstacles. The email you've been waiting for arrives. The decision maker who's been impossible to reach schedules a meeting. The funding that seemed uncertain gets approved. These aren't coincidences. They're direct manifestations of Saturn's forward motion. What makes this particularly powerful for Capricorns is the double impact effect. While every sign experiences Saturn's influence, you feel it in your bones. It's your cosmic patron, and when it moves, you move. Authority figures who may have been scrutinizing your work with skepticism will suddenly see the value and structure you've been building all along. That boss, client, or investor who seemed impossible to impress will have a moment of clarity about your contributions. The retrograde period wasn't wasted time. It was necessary preparation. Saturn forced you to strengthen foundations, revise strategies, and eliminate weaknesses in your plans. Now, as it moves forward, those reinforced structures become launching pads. The patience you've demonstrated, even when it felt like torture, now becomes your competitive advantage. While others rushed and made mistakes, you refined and perfected. Pay particular attention to opportunities that resurface from June through September, projects or possibilities that seem to disappear during Saturn's retrograde. These return now, transformed and more aligned with your true path. What once looked like rejection was actually cosmic protection, saving you for something more suited to your talents. The second reason, a rare Venus-Jupiter alignment in your social sector brings unexpected connections with influential people who recognize your talents. The Venus-Jupiter conjunction occurring in your 11th house of networking and social connections is nothing short of cosmic matchmaking. This rare alignment happens only once every several years, and it's happening in the perfect position to benefit your Capricorn energy. Venus, the planet of relationships and value, meets Jupiter, the planet of expansion and opportunity, creating a magnetic field around you that attracts precisely the right people. Mark your calendar for November 10th through 12th. During this 72-hour window, the energy peaks, creating what astrologers call a golden connection period. Someone you meet during this time, possibly at an industry event, a social gathering, or even through an online interaction, carries the seed of significant future opportunity. The remarkable aspect of this alignment is that it bypasses the traditional Capricorn need to prove yourself through extended effort. These connections recognize your value immediately, almost as though they can see your potential written in cosmic ink. What makes this alignment particularly powerful is its position in your chart. It activates your 11th house, which governs not just social connections but your hopes, dreams, and long-term vision. These new connections don't just offer immediate opportunities, they become integral to your 5-year trajectory. The person who casually mentions an idea over coffee could become your most important business partner, mentor, or advocate. Capricorns typically build relationships slowly, testing commitment and reliability before investing emotionally. This alignment temporarily suspends that caution, creating instant rapport and trust with specific individuals who are cosmically aligned with your past. You'll know these connections by the unusual ease you feel, a recognition that transcends logical explanation. Unlike your typical networking experiences, which often feel like work, these interactions energize rather than drain you. Pay attention to anyone who makes you feel more like yourself, who seems to understand your vision without extensive explanation. These are your cosmic appointments, carefully arranged by this rare Venus-Jupiter dance. The third reason, the Scorpio season intensifies your networking abilities, making you magnetic at professional gatherings. The Sun's journey through Scorpio until November 22nd creates a powerful backdrop for your professional expansion. Scorpio energy occupies your 11th house of networking, the same area where the Venus-Jupiter conjunction occurs, creating a compounding effect that's particularly potent for your sign. Scorpio's intense transformative energy alters how others perceive you in group settings, Normally, Capricorns prefer to establish credibility through results rather than charisma, letting their work speak for itself. During Scorpio season, however, you radiate a compelling gravitas that draws people to you without conscious effort on your part. This magnetic quality manifests as people seeking your opinion in meetings, colleagues introducing you to their contacts without prompting, and conversations naturally turning toward your projects and ideas. Your typically reserved nature transforms into a quiet power that commands respect without demanding it. You become the still center around which activity revolves. What makes this energy particularly valuable is its selectivity. You won't waste time with superficial connections or people who can't contribute meaningfully to your journey. Scorpio's discerning influence acts as a cosmic filter, bringing forward only those individuals who resonate with your authentic path. The conversations you have during this period cut through social pleasantries to the heart of matters, creating foundations for relationships based on substance rather than convenience. Pay particular attention to industry events, team meetings, or any professional gatherings between November 15th and 20th. During this window, the Scorpio influence reaches its peak intensity just as the full moon illuminates your fifth house of creativity and self-expression. This creates a rare moment when your professional network expands while simultaneously recognizing your unique creative contributions. This networking intensification isn't just about collecting business cards or LinkedIn connections. It's a deeper reconfiguration of your professional ecosystem, bringing forward allies who recognize the substance beneath your carefully constructed professional exterior. People who previously saw only your results will suddenly glimpse your vision, your strategic mind, and the depth of thought behind your methodical approach. For Capricorns who felt isolated in their professional journey, carrying responsibilities without adequate support or recognition, this period brings a profound shift. The right people step forward, offering not just opportunities but genuine understanding of your path. It's as though the universe finally assembles the right audience for the work you've been doing all along. This magnetic quality extends beyond formal professional settings. Even casual social interactions carry networking potential during this period. The person you meet at a friend's gathering, the conversation with a neighbor, or the unexpected reconnection with an old classmate, any of these could become pivotal professional connections under this influence. What's particularly significant about this Scorpio season networking boost is how it complements your natural Capricorn strengths. Rather than asking you to become someone you're not, more extroverted, more performative, more socially aggressive, this energy makes your authentic qualities more visible and valued. Your depth, your commitment to quality, your strategic thinking, these become magnetic rather than hidden assets. As November progresses, you'll notice these three cosmic influences: Saturn direct, the Venus-Jupiter conjunction, and the Scorpio season, creating a powerful synergy. Each builds upon the others, establishing a foundation for the additional cosmic gifts arriving later in the month. The career acceleration from Saturn combines with the golden connections from Venus-Jupiter, all within the magnetic field created by Scorpio season. The key to maximizing these first three cosmic advantages lies in balancing strategic action with receptivity. While your Capricorn nature excels at methodical planning, this unique cosmic configuration rewards intuitive responses to emerging opportunities. Listen to that quiet inner voice when it suggests following up with someone, attending an event that wouldn't normally interest you, or sharing an idea you might typically keep private. The universe has orchestrated these early November alignments to reward inspired action rather than overthinking. The fourth reason: a powerful full moon illuminates your creativity zone, revealing a hidden talent you've overlooked that could become profitable. November 15th brings a full moon in Taurus, directly activating your fifth house of creativity, self-expression, and genuine joy. This lunar illumination acts like a cosmic spotlight, revealing aspects of your creative potential that have remained hidden, often buried beneath your dutiful Capricorn focus on responsibility and practical concerns. What makes this particular full moon exceptional is its conjunction with Uranus, the planet of sudden revelation and breakthrough innovation. The fifth house represents not just artistic creativity, but your authentic self-expression in all forms. The work that makes you lose track of time, the activities that energize rather than deplete you, the pursuits that feel like play, even when they require intense focus. Many Capricorns have relegated these interests to hobby status, believing that serious success comes only through conventional, structured pathways. This full moon shatters that limiting belief. The revelation comes in an unexpected moment, perhaps while you're engaged in an activity you've never considered monetizing, solving a problem in an unconventional way, or receiving surprising feedback about a skill you take for granted. Pay particular attention to compliments that surprise you during this period. The abilities you dismiss with, "Oh, that's nothing," often hold your greatest untapped potential. What distinguishes this creative revelation from a mere moment of inspiration is its practical application. The Taurus full moon grounds this creativity in tangible value, showing you not just what you love, but how it connects to marketplace needs. You might suddenly recognize how your organizational systems could benefit others, how your analytical approach could transform a creative field lacking structure, or how your ability to simplify complexity could become a valuable service. For Capricorns who felt torn between practical success and creative fulfillment, this lunar event creates an unexpected bridge. The either-or dilemma dissolves as you recognize how your creative expressions can become sustainable economic engines, rather than indulgences that distract from real work. This isn't about quitting your job to follow your bliss. It's about recognizing how your authentic talents create practical value in ways you've overlooked. This lunar illumination carries particular significance for Capricorns who've been feeling a sense of purpose misalignment, succeeding by external metrics while feeling internal emptiness. The revelation often comes as a reconnection with a childhood interest or talent that you abandoned in favor of more sensible pursuits. What you dismissed as childish might now reveal its mature, evolved potential. The fifth reason, Mars enters your finance sector, giving you unusual courage to negotiate raises or launch that side business you've been planning. On November 8th, Mars, the planet of action, courage, and drive, enters Scorpio and your second house of personal resources, creating a surge of financial empowerment that lasts through the end of the month. This transit fundamentally transforms your relationship with money, replacing caution with strategic assertiveness and hesitation with decisive action. Capricorns typically approach financial matters with careful conservatism, saving diligently, investing cautiously, and often undervaluing their own worth in negotiations. While this approach builds security, it can also create artificial ceilings on your earning potential. Mars in your second house dismantles these self-imposed limitations, injecting your financial decisions with healthy aggression and boundary-setting clarity. The courage this placement provides manifests in several ways. You'll find yourself naturally asking for what you're worth rather than settling for what's offered. The salary discussion you've been postponing suddenly feels urgent and necessary. The rate increase you've hesitated to implement with clients becomes a non-negotiable priority. The investment that seemed too bold now appears as the obvious next step. What makes this Mars transit particularly powerful for Capricorns is how it complements your natural strategic abilities. Rather than reckless financial moves, you'll make calculated strikes with perfect timing. Your instincts about when to advance and when to hold position become razor sharp. This isn't blind courage, it's precision courage, deployed exactly where and when it will yield maximum returns. For Capricorns who've been developing side business ideas or considering entrepreneurial ventures, this Mars placement provides the activation energy needed to move from planning to implementation. The business plan you've been refining for months suddenly transforms from document to reality. The launch timeline accelerates as obstacles that seem significant now appear as minor details easily overcome by your newfound determination. Pay particular attention to financial opportunities between November 17th and 23rd, when Mars forms a harmonious trine with Neptune in your communications sector. During this window, Your ability to articulate value becomes supernaturally persuasive. Proposals, pitches, and negotiations benefit from a perfect balance of concrete evidence and compelling vision. You'll find yourself able to communicate complex financial concepts with unusual clarity, making your case in ways that inspire both trust and action. This Mars placement doesn't just affect your earning potential, it transforms your relationship with existing resources. You'll find creative ways to leverage what you already possess, identifying assets you've overlooked and deploying them for maximum return. The Capricorn tendency towards scarcity thinking temporarily lifts, allowing you to recognize the abundance already present in your financial ecosystem. The sixth reason, Mercury's favorable aspect to Pluto deepens your strategic thinking, helping you solve a complex problem that's been holding you back. November 19th brings a powerful sextile between Mercury in your 11th house of future vision and Pluto in your sign. This aspect creates a direct connection between your analytical mind and your deepest transformative power, producing insights of extraordinary depth and practical utility. The result is a level of strategic clarity that feels almost supernatural, as though you can see through problems to their core structures and underlying patterns. This cosmic configuration particularly benefits problems that have resisted conventional solutions. The challenges you've approached repeatedly with limited success. What appeared as an impenetrable wall now reveals subtle cracks and alternative pathways. The solution often emerges not through brute force effort, but through a fundamental reframing of the problem itself. The Mercury-Pluto connection operates at both conscious and subconscious levels. You might find answers emerging in dreams, during meditation, or in moments of relaxed focus. Pay attention to intuitive flashes between November 18th and 21st, particularly those that seem to arise from nowhere but carry undeniable certainty. Your subconscious mind has been processing these challenges all along and now finds a clear channel to communicate solutions. For Capricorns facing complex decisions about long-term direction, this aspect provides extraordinary decisional clarity. The mental fog that often surrounds major life choices temporarily lifts, allowing you to see potential paths and their likely outcomes with unusual precision. This isn't just about seeing the next step, it's about perceiving entire sequences of cause and effect stretching years into the future. What makes this aspect particularly valuable for Capricorns is how it integrates different thinking modalities. Your analytical abilities merge seamlessly with intuitive understanding, creating a holistic intelligence that transcends either approach alone. Complex problems often require this integration, as purely logical approaches miss subtle factors, while purely intuitive approaches lack structured implementation. The communication benefits extend beyond problem solving to all forms of strategic dialogue. Conversations with mentors, advisors, and collaborators take on unusual depth and productivity during this period. You'll find yourself able to articulate complex thoughts with precision while simultaneously understanding others' perspectives with heightened empathy. This creates breakthrough potential in any situation, requiring mutual understanding and aligned action. For Capricorns engaged in formal study, research, or writing projects, this Mercury-Pluto aspect creates ideal conditions for significant progress. Your comprehension deepens, allowing you to grasp complex concepts with unusual clarity and integrate information from diverse sources into coherent frameworks. Research that seemed to lead in circles suddenly reveals clear patterns and actionable insights. The strategic clarity extends to interpersonal dynamics as well. Relationships that have seemed confusing or unpredictable suddenly become legible as you perceive the underlying needs, fears, and motivations driving behavior patterns. This isn't about manipulation, but genuine understanding, seeing beneath surface interactions to core human dynamics. This deepened perception helps you navigate complex professional and personal relationships with new effectiveness. What distinguishes this Mercury-Pluto strategic enhancement from ordinary productive thinking is its transformative quality. The insights gained during this period don't merely solve immediate problems, they fundamentally alter how you approach entire categories of challenges. You don't just find answers, you upgrade your entire problem-solving methodology, creating lasting improvements in your decision-making process. The timing of this aspect is particularly significant, arriving just as Saturn's direct motion accelerates your professional progress and Mars empowers your financial initiatives. The strategic clarity provided by Mercury-Pluto becomes the navigation system for these powerful energies, ensuring they're directed toward optimal outcomes rather than dispersed across too many opportunities. For Capricorns who felt overwhelmed by complexity, whether in professional challenges, relationship dynamics, or personal growth journeys, this aspect brings a profound relief. The mental clarity doesn't eliminate complexity, but makes it navigable. Like a skilled captain who can read weather patterns, currents, and navigational charts simultaneously, you develop the ability to synthesize multiple information streams into clear, directional choices. This strategic enhancement benefits greatly from intentional focus. During the peak period of November 18th to 21st, create space for deep thinking without distractions. The insights available require a certain mental stillness to emerge fully, whether through formal meditation, walks in nature, or simply turning off notifications for designated periods. Cultivate the conditions for depth. The solutions awaiting discovery often emerge not in moments of intense concentration, but in the spaces between focused effort, when the mind can integrate what it has absorbed. The seventh reason. A surprising inheritance or financial windfall appears around the 17th when least expected. November 17th marks a rare astrological event, as Jupiter in your second house forms a perfect trine with Neptune in your 8th house of shared resources, inheritances, and unexpected financial gains. This cosmic configuration opens a portal for abundance to flow into your life from sources beyond your direct control or planning. Precisely the kind of financial manifestation that pragmatic Capricorns rarely count on, but deeply appreciate. The nature of this windfall varies based on your individual circumstances, but it carries a common signature. It arrives from an unexpected direction and contains an element of surprise. For some Capricorns, this manifests as an actual inheritance, perhaps from a distant relative or through a policy or account you'd forgotten existed. For others, it appears as a performance bonus that exceeds expectations, a tax refund discovered during a review of previous filings, or the sudden increase in value of an investment you made with minimal expectations. What distinguishes this financial blessing from ordinary good luck is its karmic quality. This isn't random fortune, but a cosmic rebalancing, a return on energetic investments you've made through generosity, integrity, and ethical behavior. The universe operates through perfect equilibrium, and this windfall represents a correction in your financial energy field, bringing your external resources into alignment with your internal worth. The Jupiter-Neptune trine infuses this financial gain with spiritual significance beyond its monetary value. The funds often arrive with perfect timing to support an important transition or to provide exactly the resources needed for your next evolutionary step. Pay attention not just to the amount received, but to the timing and circumstances surrounding it. These contain important messages about your path forward. For Capricorns who struggle with receiving, who find it easier to give, earn, and achieve than to simply accept blessings, this cosmic event creates an opportunity for important inner work. The windfall often triggers resistance in the form of feeling undeserving or suspicious. Working through these reactions allows you to expand your capacity for receiving abundance in all forms, creating a more balanced, energetic flow in your life. The financial surprise typically arrives between November 15th and 19th, with the most powerful manifestation window occurring on the 17th itself. During this period, remain especially attentive to communications about financial matters. Check accounts you rarely monitor. Open mail you might typically set aside, and respond promptly to messages from financial institutions or professional associates. The eighth reason. An old colleague reaches out with the perfect collaborative opportunity that aligns with your long-term vision. As Mercury moves through your 11th house of networking and future vision, it activates dormant professional connections with uncanny precision. Between November 20th and 25th, a former colleague, client, or collaborator resurfaces with an opportunity that seems custom designed for your current evolutionary edge, offering exactly the growth, exposure, or creative challenge you've been secretly craving. What makes this reconnection extraordinary is its mutual benefit. This isn't someone seeking a favor or looking to exploit your expertise. It's a genuine alignment of complementary skills, resources, and visions. The proposed collaboration creates a synergy where both parties contribute from their strengths and receive precisely what they need for their next level of development. The timing of this opportunity carries particular significance. It often arrives just as you've been questioning your current direction or feeling the limitations of your existing professional container. The proposal addresses unspoken questions you've been contemplating about your path, offering alternatives you may have considered but hadn't found practical pathways to implement. For Capricorns who felt professionally isolated, carrying heavy responsibilities without adequate support or recognition, this collaboration brings a profound shift in your working experience. The right partner steps forward, offering not just practical assistance but genuine understanding of your vision and values. It's as though the universe finally provides the perfect teammate for the game you've been playing solo for too long. Pay particular attention to connections resurfacing from 3 to 5 years in your past, especially those from pivotal career moments or transitions. These individuals have witnessed your professional evolution from a unique vantage point and often recognize potential in you that current associates miss due to familiarity. Their perspective contains valuable reflection of your growth and capabilities. The opportunity typically begins with casual reconnection, a message that seems social rather than immediately professional. Resist the Capricorn tendency to assess all interactions through a utilitarian lens and allow the conversation to unfold organically. The collaborative proposal often emerges indirectly through shared reflection on industry challenges or creative interests rather than direct proposition. What distinguishes this opportunity from ordinary professional options is its alignment with your authentic core, the work you would do if practicality were no obstacle. Rather than forcing a choice between passion and pragmatism, this collaboration creates a bridge between them, allowing you to bring more of your genuine interests into your professional expression while maintaining the security and structure Capricorns require. The prospect typically presents between November 20th and 25th, but may require development through conversation before its full potential becomes clear. During this period, practice receptive listening rather than immediate evaluation, allowing the possibilities to expand through dialogue before applying your excellent Capricorn discernment to determine viability and terms. The 9th reason, your health and energy levels peak as Jupiter sends beneficial energy to your wellness sector. From November 22nd through the end of the month, Jupiter in your 6th house of health and daily routines forms a harmonious sextile with the Sun in Sagittarius, creating an exceptional period of physical vitality, immune system strength, and natural energy abundance. This cosmic configuration supports holistic well-being that extends beyond mere absence of illness to a positive state of thriving and regeneration. For Capricorns who typically drive themselves relentlessly, often pushing through fatigue and ignoring physical needs in service of accomplishment, this transit brings a welcome shift in your relationship with your body. The usual effort required to maintain energy and focus temporarily lifts, replaced by a natural flow state that allows productivity without depletion. What makes this wellness boost particularly valuable for Capricorns is its timing alongside the career acceleration and creative opportunities described in earlier reasons. Rather than forcing a choice between seizing professional openings and maintaining health, this cosmic support allows you to pursue expansion without the usual physical toll. Your body becomes an ally rather than a limitation during this pivotal period of growth. The enhanced vitality manifests in several observable ways. Sleep quality improves, with deeper rest and more efficient recovery, allowing you to wake naturally refreshed even with slightly reduced hours. Digestive function optimizes, extracting maximum nutrition from your meals and reducing inflammatory responses that drain energy. Mental clarity sharpens, with the usual afternoon energy dips replaced by sustained focus throughout your day. For Capricorns managing chronic health conditions or recovering from recent illness, this Jupiter influence brings noticeable improvement, not necessarily miraculous cures, but meaningful shifts toward balance and reduced symptom intensity. The body's natural healing mechanisms receive cosmic support, accelerating recovery processes and strengthening resilience against new challenges. This wellness window creates ideal conditions for establishing health routines that will carry you through the winter months ahead. Any nutritional changes, movement practices, or stress management techniques initiated between November 22nd and 30th receive amplified effectiveness and unusual staying power. The discipline typically required to maintain new habits temporarily decreases, allowing practices to establish themselves with less conscious effort. What distinguishes this health enhancement from ordinary good periods is its integration of physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Rather than improving one aspect at the expense of others, as often happens with intense fitness regimens that drain mental energy or intellectual pursuits that neglect physical needs, this Jupiter influence creates holistic balance across all systems. The energy peak provides perfect support for the professional opportunities arising throughout November. Your physical stamina matches the demands of expanded responsibilities, creative projects, and networking activities without requiring the usual recovery time. This allows you to say yes to key events and initiatives that might otherwise overwhelm your energy reserves. For Capricorns who've been considering health investments, whether consultations with specialists, preventative care measures, or therapeutic equipment, this period brings unusual clarity about which approaches will provide greatest benefit for your specific constitution. Intuitive guidance about health decisions strengthens, allowing you to navigate complex wellness choices with greater confidence. The Jupiter influence extends beyond personal health to affect your environmental wellness. The spaces where you live and work, you'll likely feel increased motivation to optimize these environments for both functionality and comfort, making adjustments that support your energy and focus. These improvements, though they may seem minor, create cumulative benefits that extend well beyond November. What makes this wellness enhancement particularly significant for Capricorns is how it affects your relationship with productivity and self-worth. Many Capricorns measure their value through accomplishment, pushing themselves to achieve regardless of physical cost. This Jupiter influence temporarily separates productivity from struggle, allowing you to experience effectiveness without strain. This creates a new reference point, showing that well-being and achievement can be allies rather than adversaries. The most powerful manifestation of this wellness support occurs between November 24th and 28th, as Jupiter's influence combines with a beneficial moon transit through your 6th house. During this window, pay particular attention to subtle body signals and energy fluctuations. These contain valuable information about your unique requirements for optimal functioning. For maximum benefit from this cosmic wellness window, create space for true restoration alongside your expanded activities. The temptation for Capricorns will be to simply do more with your increased energy rather than allowing periods of genuine recovery. The most sustainable approach combines productive output with intentional renewal, creating a rhythmic alternation that maintains your enhanced state rather than depleting it through constant expenditure. This wellness enhancement arrives as a gift rather than an achievement, not something earned through discipline, but freely given through cosmic alignment. For Capricorns who struggle with allowing support, this presents an opportunity to practice gracious receiving. Your physical body offers a perfect laboratory for experiencing the pleasure and power of accepting assistance rather than relying exclusively on self-sufficiency. The 10th reason, a moment of clarity arrives about a relationship that's been confusing you, bringing peaceful resolution. November presents a rare Venus-Pluto trine on the 24th, creating a profound opportunity for relationship transformation. This cosmic alignment connects your 1st house of identity with your 5th house of authentic self-expression, illuminating relationship patterns that have remained in shadow despite your best analytical efforts. For Capricorns who've been experiencing confusion, mixed signals, or recurring conflicts in an important relationship, this aspect brings the clarity needed for genuine resolution. What makes this relational insight distinctive is its holistic nature. Rather than seeing just the external behaviors or communication breakdowns, you perceive the underlying emotional currents, unspoken needs, and historical patterns creating the disconnect. This comprehensive understanding replaces fragmented perspectives that have made lasting resolution impossible, despite sincere efforts from all involved. The clarity often arrives through a seemingly ordinary conversation that suddenly opens into unexpected depth. A casual comment triggers a realization, a familiar interaction suddenly reveals its hidden meaning, or an offhand remark provides the missing piece in a complex relational puzzle. Pay particular attention to conversations between November 23rd and 25th, especially those that begin with practical matters but naturally evolve toward emotional territory. For Capricorns who typically approach relationships through rational analysis and practical problem solving, this Venus-Pluto influence provides temporary access to emotional intelligence that transcends your usual capabilities. You'll find yourself understanding nuances of feeling and unspoken dynamics that normally remain frustratingly opaque. This enhanced perception creates opportunities for connection and resolution previously considered impossible. The relationship clarity most commonly affects one of three areas: a romantic partnership requiring evolution or release, a professional relationship with mixed power dynamics, or a family connection carrying historical patterns ready for transformation. The insight often reveals how your own unacknowledged needs or boundaries have contributed to the confusion, not through blame, but through empowered recognition of your role in co-created patterns. What distinguishes this relationship clarity from ordinary insights is its actionable quality. Rather than merely understanding the problem intellectually, you perceive a clear pathway toward resolution that honors both your needs and those of the other person. The solution often emerges not through compromise that diminishes both parties, but through creative third alternatives that expand possibilities for genuine connection. For Capricorns in romantic relationships experiencing transition or uncertainty, this clarity often reveals whether the connection has reached its natural conclusion or simply requires evolution into its next form. The insight cuts through confusion about whether challenges represent incompatibility or necessary growth opportunities, providing the discernment needed for decisions aligned with your authentic path. In professional relationships, the clarity typically reveals unconscious power dynamics or communication patterns creating unnecessary friction. You suddenly recognize how your natural authority as a Capricorn might intimidate others, how your focus on results might overshadow relationship building, or how your tendency towards self-sufficiency might create barriers to collaboration. This awareness allows immediate adjustments that transform working relationships without lengthy processing. Family relationships benefit particularly from this Venus-Pluto influence, as it illuminates generational patterns and unspoken agreements, maintaining unhealthy dynamics. You recognize how roles assigned in childhood continue influencing current interactions, how unexpressed emotions create recurring conflicts disguised as practical disagreements, and how certain family myths limit authentic connection. This awareness creates space for new agreements based on current reality rather than historic patterns. The 11th reason: a long-term project finally reaches a triumphant conclusion, proving your methodical perseverance wins in the end. Between November 26th and 30th, as Mercury forms a perfect conjunction with Mars in your second house, while trining Saturn in your 10th house of achievement, a significant project reaches its culmination point. This cosmic configuration creates ideal conditions for completing complex initiatives requiring sustained effort, detailed attention, and methodical implementation. Precisely the type of work at which Capricorns naturally excel. What makes this completion particularly satisfying is its validation of your natural approach. In a world that often celebrates quick wins and overnight successes, this achievement demonstrates the unparalleled power of Capricorn persistence. The project reaching conclusion likely began months or even years ago, developed through consistent investment rather than sporadic inspiration, and progressed through obstacles that would have deterred less committed individuals. The triumph arrives with external recognition that matches your internal standards, a rare alignment that brings profound satisfaction. Capricorns often complete work that meets their own exacting criteria without receiving proportional acknowledgement from others. This culmination brings the validation of outside perspective that confirms what you've known all along. Your methodical approach produces exceptional results worth waiting for. For Capricorns who've questioned their natural tendency toward thoroughness in a culture that often prioritizes speed over quality, this success provides important confirmation of your authentic strengths. The very qualities others might have criticized as overly cautious or unnecessarily detailed prove essential to the excellence of the final outcome. This validation allows deeper commitment to your natural approach rather than contorting yourself to match external expectations. The project completion often involves public presentation, formal launch, or official implementation that makes your contribution visible to a wider audience. This exposure typically leads to new opportunities aligned with your authentic expertise rather than roles assigned through convenience or organizational need. The recognition creates space to work more consistently from your core strengths in future endeavors. What distinguishes this achievement from ordinary completions is its ripple effect on your professional positioning. The successful conclusion establishes or reinforces your reputation for a specific quality of work, creating a foundation for selectivity in future commitments. Rather than accepting assignments based on availability or obligation, you gain leverage to choose engagements that utilize your demonstrated mastery. For Capricorns experiencing career uncertainty or considering significant shifts in professional direction, this completion often provides crucial clarity. The aspects of the project that brought greatest satisfaction, whether strategic planning, detailed implementation, creative problem solving, or team coordination, reveal important information about your optimal role in future endeavors. Pay attention to which elements energized rather than depleted you during the process. The timing of this culmination creates perfect synergy with earlier cosmic gifts described in previous reasons. The career acceleration from Saturn's direct motion provides pathways to leverage this achievement for advancement. The networking enhancement from Scorpio season ensures the right people witness your success. The strategic clarity from Mercury-Pluto allows optimal positioning of this accomplishment within your broader professional narrative. The 12th reason. The universe aligns perfectly with your methodical nature, making this the harvest season where all your previous hard work bears fruit. The final and perhaps most profound cosmic gift of November emerges through the composite effect of all planetary movements working in harmonic alignment with your Capricorn energy. While other signs might experience these transits as challenging, overwhelming, or disruptive to their natural rhythms, the cosmic configuration perfectly complements your methodical approach, patient timeline, and structured advancement. This alignment manifests as an unusual synchronization between your internal readiness and external opportunities. Projects reach completion just as the perfect next opportunity emerges. Skills developed through diligent practice suddenly find their ideal application. Relationships cultivated without immediate agenda reveal their strategic value. The timing gaps that often frustrate even the most carefully executed plans temporarily disappear, creating unprecedented momentum. What makes this cosmic harmony particularly powerful for Capricorns is its validation of your natural timeline. In a culture obsessed with immediacy and overnight transformation, you've maintained faith in gradual, sustainable growth, building foundations before erecting structures, establishing systems before pursuing expansion, and developing expertise before claiming authority. November's energy confirms the wisdom of this approach, as patience reveals itself not as delay, but as perfect timing. This harmony operates at both practical and psychological levels. Externally, opportunities, resources, and connections arrive with impeccable coordination to support your goals. Internally, the usual friction between ambition and capability resolves, as your preparedness meets challenges precisely matched to your current development. This creates a rare state of flow that maintains productivity without the exhaustion typically accompanying achievement. For Capricorns who felt out of step with prevailing rhythms, whether cultural expectations of overnight success, workplace demands for constant innovation without consolidation, or social pressure toward perpetual transformation, this period brings profound relief. The cosmic energy field temporarily reorganizes to match your natural cadence, creating external confirmation of your internal wisdom about sustainable progress. The harmonic alignment particularly benefits integrated life management, the coordination of professional advancement, personal well-being, and relationship development that often creates competing priorities. During November, these areas operate as complementary rather than competing forces. Professional opportunities enhance rather than drain personal resources. Relationship developments support rather than distract from career advancement. Health improvements facilitate rather than require sacrifice of achievement. This integrated harmony creates the conditions for what might be called effortless achievement, productivity without struggle, advancement without strain, and impact without exhaustion. This isn't magical manifestation that eliminates necessary action, but rather perfect coordination that minimizes wasted energy and maximizes effective leverage of your natural strengths. For Capricorns considering significant life transitions, whether career pivots, relationship evolutions, residential relocations, or identity expansions, this period provides ideal energetic support. The cosmic alignment creates a rare window where structural changes can occur with minimal disruption to overall stability, allowing transformation without the chaos that typically accompanies major shifts. What distinguishes this cosmic alignment from ordinary good periods is its comprehensive nature. Rather than isolated areas of progress amid continuing challenges, you experience coordinated advancement across multiple life dimensions. This creates compound benefits as improvements in one area naturally enhance functioning in others, establishing positive feedback loops that maintain momentum beyond November's exceptional energy. The alignment reaches its most powerful expression during the final week of November as multiple beneficial aspects culminate simultaneously. During this period, practice conscious appreciation of how your lifetime of methodical development has prepared you for this moment of integrated harvest. The Capricorn tendency toward focusing on next challenges rather than current achievements can prevent full reception of the gifts available in this rare cosmic configuration. This harmonious alignment between cosmic energy and your Capricorn nature represents perhaps the most significant gift of November, transcending specific opportunities or achievements to create a profound remembering of your perfect place in the universal order. The very qualities, sometimes dismissed as overly cautious, unnecessarily thorough, or excessively patient, reveal themselves as profound wisdom perfectly attuned to natural cycles of sustainable growth. As November concludes, carry forward not just the tangible achievements this cosmic alignment facilitates, but the deeper confirmation of your authentic approach. The external validation available during this exceptional period provides compelling evidence for continuing trust in your natural Capricorn wisdom. The patient persistence, methodical development, and strategic vision that distinguish your unique contribution to a world often distracted by immediacy and superficial transformation. This November truly represents a cosmic culmination point, not an ending, but a threshold of recognition from which you'll move forward with renewed conviction in your natural gifts. The universe has organized an exceptional convergence of energies specifically designed to honor and amplify your Capricorn essence, creating the conditions for harvesting the seeds of countless careful plantings across all dimensions of your life. As we've explored together, Capricorn, November truly stands as a cosmic masterpiece designed specifically for your sign. The 12 powerful reasons we've uncovered reveal an extraordinary alignment of planetary forces working in perfect harmony with your natural strengths. From Saturn ending its retrograde to unlock your career potential to the rare Venus-Jupiter conjunction, bringing influential connections, The universe has orchestrated a month of unprecedented opportunity. The Scorpio season amplifies your networking magnetism, while the powerful full moon illuminates creative talents you've overlooked. Mars enters your finance sector with a surge of courage for financial advancement, while Mercury's aspect to Pluto delivers the strategic clarity needed to overcome persistent challenges. The surprising windfall around the 17th, the perfect collaborative opportunity from an old colleague, and the peak in health and energy all create a foundation for remarkable progress. The relationship clarity provided by the Venus-Pluto trine resolves confusion that may have lingered for months or even years. Your methodical perseverance receives validation as long-term projects reach triumphant conclusions. Perhaps most significantly, the universe aligns perfectly with your Capricorn nature, creating a harvest season where your patient, structured approach finally receives its due recognition. These cosmic gifts don't arrive by accident. They represent a culmination point, a cosmic acknowledgement of the foundation you've been building through countless careful decisions, disciplined efforts, and strategic investments. While other signs might experience these transits differently, they've been precisely calibrated to resonate with your Capricorn frequency, creating unprecedented momentum across all life dimensions. What makes this forecast particularly important is the timing. These opportunities won't remain indefinitely. The cosmic doorways opening in November require your conscious participation to yield their full potential. Your natural Capricorn discernment and practical implementation skills become essential tools for maximizing these alignments. If you found value in this cosmic roadmap for November, I invite you to become a regular part of our astrological community at Secret of the Zodiac. Our channel provides these detailed, practical forecasts for all signs throughout the year, combining ancient astrological wisdom with practical, actionable guidance for navigating today's complex world.